Gluten is my bitch. You see?
It's true.
It's my bitch.
Mario Patari, he's a partner of the guy who
Owns it.
owned this place. The guy on this one wrote a book, and I'm reading his book.
Oh, you reading now?
I have been reading it for months. I didn't finish it yet. I don't.
Like a word at a time?
That's his mom. Joe.
Oh, yeah.
They are partners.
Yes. I saw him on the Today Show.
And this is his mom.
Yes.
And
Because she's on
they
PBS.
had the restaurant in Forest Hills before.
Oh.
Years ago.
Did you go to it?
No, years ago. And I remember the restaurant when I was in college. So now this guy has been growing up. He has been growing up in the restaurant business, and he set up this place. And he has also the place called Esca by 45th Street, 43rd. And another restaurant his mom just opened Decor.
It's like two stories.
I'm not sure. I haven't been there yet, but my friend went there.
I remember seeing him on Today's Show, and he was
He's very talented.
Yes, very.
Very talented.
Well, even talented.
So this one is one outlet. You know, I never been to this side. My mom been to the Y side, wine and cheese, the Y bar.
Yeah.
So there's a Y bar, and you pick out a Y that you like, and then you order the plate of cheese, and then you just standing there and then have chit chatting, more like that.
You should come back here on Saturday.
Also, on that side is a pizza. I went to that side.
Let's go. We should come back here on Saturday.
On the weekends, crazy. After workout, it's crazy.
Really?
This side is like a pasta and pizza side. So we went up there to the up there.
Oh, really?
That's the second floor.
Oh, what's up?
But I also came here with my niece for a plate of pizza side, and then the order, and I had a pasta.
Just walk over. That is about the regular price. Wow. Big bread?
$5.
Is it here? Excuse me. Hi, do you have big bread?
Big bread? Yeah. We probably have one loaf left.
Okay. I'll get my mother. I'm going to bring you some the thick bread.
The big one?
There's like one more loaf that's...
Big?
Yes.
You ran out.
It's all the same batch. You just bag them like for your convenience. So let's check over here.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm
Only
lucky.
the olive
so-
ones sell because they're so good.
She just said that it is like phenomenal. So
So good. Oh my god.
I'm lucky, so I know it's here. Oh, that is.
No, getting the orange one. I think you ran out of it.
I have raisin.
Well, you know, what's your other one that you think is really good?
Olive is my favorite.
Okay, what is there?
Fig.
Olives?
Olive, if olive's the other one that sells out, but there might be some at the. We can check by the checkout. We have a basket there too.
Okay.
Usually we feature the olive. That's amazing.
Okay.
You can even like walk over to me.
If you want to stretch your legs a little bit.
Yeah, sure. The fig is great. The walnut is nice.
Okay.
So let's check for the olive first.
I'm just picking up a loaf for my mother, so.
Next time I'll see him is on
This should be the olive. Let's just grab it out of here.
Okay.
Sure. Sometimes it doesn't look like an olive to me. Somebody stuck their prosciutto here because they didn't want it. And and this is saying that it's olive.
But it's not looking like an olive.
I see this here. It's just in this light. I get scared, but
Here.
it has the olive label. I mean, it's labeled olive. I mean, if you, yeah.
Well, let's go with the surprise.
I'm feeling it pretty much is. So, dip it in olive oil, and it's even better.
Okay.
It's phenomenal. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Okay. So that's it. And we look
Wanna
around.
walk around first?
Yeah, let's walk around a bit. Oh.
That's not the fig. The fig is just like this.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's amazing that it's on 23rd Street, and I'm only like a couple blocks down. I come back. I've always been by it, but I've never been in here.
Have you ever tried these soda?
No, never.
A little bit expensive, but I mean, it's tastes so good. And it's more like real fruit juice with carbonated water,
Okay,
so it's healthier.
I'll try one. I like root beer anyway, so. That's the one?
No, I tried something else. I didn't try the blue beer.
Which one do you have?
I thought it'd be like the more of the fruit drinks and cranberry things.
Oh, I like root beer too.
Okay.
I'm good. We can just do like a quick run through it. That's cool.
Prices.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. It's something.
Okay.
The other side is the grill. Can you walk through or I'm going to walk through?
We'll just walk through this one.
More like standing.
Well, it's one way to get you in and out.
Lots of cheese.
Oh, and different dried meats and whatnot. All Italian style, I'm guessing. Cool.
I don't have any much knowledge of the cheese, so.
Well, as long as it's chewy and it doesn't poison me, I'm good. I'm simple.
We had coffee up.
Yep. Is that it?
It became a tourist attraction.
It's cool. I mean, it's good. I mean, to have a lot of different variety. I mean, that's why the city's so great. This is the
Grill.
put down your Valentine's Day present.
My sister loves this.
That's not bad. I mean, the price. Oh, there's your lobster right there. Only $12.80 a pound.
Not bad.
Well, you were saying before, what up in Maine it was like $5. Oh, caviar.
I don't like it, but there's a container 600 something.
Oh, that's all. Something. Fresh? I said it's so fresh. I said it's so fresh. I smell the fresh.
Okay, ready to go?
Let's go. I'll come back another time and probably look around a little bit. So, but I'm good. It's nice though. Yeah, like I said, I've always gone past, but I've never been in. So, cold brew iced coffee. I didn't know I was gonna have another bag. Yeah, let's pack it over on the side. You need that? In New York? You do? Tomorrow I find that interesting. Sorry.
Oh, there.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I just want to. I'm glad you were that because I would just walk past. They're very good. You were like, yeah. But I think it was better that you directed our travel. I would have this olive bread. That's not a bad price. Not for as amazing as you say it's going to be. Of course. No, I
That's
tried.
good enough. I didn't expect more.
Okay. Yeah.
And you know where to take the restaurant next.
I do. Right over Baruch. Right over about 3 blocks that way. But if I just need to, okay, this is the one I always say. Yeah. The what?
Cooking chef, dining chef.
Dining with a chef?
Yeah, restaurant.
Oh, right there. Is it a school or
It's
is it a
school
restaurant?
and
It's
a
both.
restaurant both. So they teach you, and then you can have your meal there as well.
Oh, nice. You been there?
No.
You going? Yeah. So I guess then they're adding on here too. Phone store. Oh. I mean, I would imagine so with that kind of. I mean, it looked like it was packed. Yeah, why not? I'd buy the building out there, sure. I mean, hell. Well, maybe not buy the building. Well, no, I might. I mean, depending on how good it is. And then I would take that concept and try to, cookie cutter it. Put it in different cities. LA, Chicago, Florida. And then to go worldwide. And that's just me. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. It was a very good interview. Like, I don't watch the Today Show, so it's something that, like, I saw it and, like, really remembered it. But I'll have to come back through again. I think now it's probably just, like, getting ready to close up, too. Or no, it's open for a while? Is it open? Oh, it's almost 9 now. Well, thank you, once again. My beautiful, talented girlfriend always has such good suggestions. Always. I don't know if I can keep up. Let's walk on the other side. But let's not get hit, though. That's kind of my one thing. They have a light. All right. That officially sucks. Nope. 9:47. No, I know. Because it's like... I know. It's yeah, there's no way. It's all right. Oh, you want me to catch the cars? It's all right. No, there's no way. It's all right. I'm not working tomorrow anyway. You okay? My gal. Yeah, that was good. I like that. I might even have what? We'll have to go in and have something to eat. Some true Italiano food.
I don't know what
I'm sure it is. I'm sure. I mean, I'm looking at all. You know, there was all those different types of Italian meats, like dried meats and Italian cheeses. So I think it probably is. It probably is. Oh wow. Not really, but I mean, if it's good, I mean, good is good. So I don't really eat it a lot, but I'd give it a try. Yeah, but I'd give it a try. Like I said, good is good. It's like music. You know, there's some music that's sucks, for lack of a better word, and there's some music that is just like, regardless of when it was made, like the Beatles music. Some people hate the Beatles. I like the Beatles, but you could listen to that today, or 20 years ago, or 50 years in the future. It's good music. So all I'm saying is that if it's good food, like if I try pasta and it's like, oh, I'm happy. I try something different. And you know, I'll try something different. I might not like it, but I'll try it. Say I'll try it. But that's just my style. You know they have a museum of mathematics? Yeah, over there. I've never seen anybody in there though. But then again, the time that I go, it's not, you know, probably the best time. What were you saying? You hear about Derek Jeter? You hear about Derek Jeter? He's quitting, he's retiring from the baseball. This is his last year. He's the captain. I don't really, beyond that. Yankees. I don't know if they have a pitcher. Yes. $155 million. Yes. Takahashi? Takahiro? Yeah. I mean, 7 years, $155 million. They rented a $200,000 jet in order to bring him over. His last record was 24-0. He's really good, I guess. They're putting that kind of money out. Yeah. I was over there. I heard it. You know why I heard it? I was listening to NPR today. You know, I always listen. There's always something going on. Like today, or yesterday, they were talking about Shirley Temple. They talked all about Shirley Temple. Yeah. I didn't know she was the... Huh? Honestly, I didn't know either. I honestly didn't know either. But she was an ambassador to Ghana and Czechoslovakia. Yeah, I was very surprised. And then they were talking about oh, well, you might find this interesting, you might not. But they were talking about, I thought it was pretty interesting, about these two guys that were in business in Beijing. Yeah. They were in Beijing and they wanted to open up healthy restaurants in China. Healthy restaurants in China, in Shanghai, not Beijing, Shanghai. and they wanted to go and make these healthy restaurants. Well, didn't do so good. Didn't do so good. But before the restaurants were getting ready to close, they decided to go and try something different. The one guy, both guys met at Cornell when they were doing their masters in, both of them were Chinese. Right. Hospitality, a restaurant. So they came up with the idea of having American-style Chinese food in China. Ended up being pretty good because it was on NPR. And it was funny because what ends up happening is that a lot of people that work there that are from like the States or America, they have that place they want to go to. Yeah, I was looking at this yesterday. I walked by. I was looking at this yesterday when I was walking by. Well, the one guy that I usually go to dinner with, Radcliffe, we walked up here yesterday. So his job is up on 34th Street. He works over at Banana Republic. So we came up this way. I guess all different types of shifts. Night shift, overnight, morning. I guess it rotates around. But anyway, what ended up happening? Oh, sorry. What ended up happening was that the restaurant started doing pretty good, I guess. A lot of people were criticizing them because they were trying to sell. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And he knew the restaurant because his family, I guess, he was from New Jersey. They had a restaurant there, and I guess it did all right. But they were saying, like, some of the ingredients, like they were saying that the sweet and sour sauce, like a third of the sweet and sour sauce had, like, ketchup in it. That's what I was saying. I didn't know. But then what was more funny was, all these people were over there, they were criticizing them about, having American-style Chinese food in there. But when the citizens of, like, Shanghai started eating it, they were like, this is too sweet. That was what one guy went and said. There was some kind of sweet and sour pork. He's like, it's too sweet. And then another guy, he had a fortune cookie, and he was like, this is like a street pancake. He didn't quite know what to go and make of it. So it was just interesting. That's all. It was just, yeah, I'm good. It was just, you think, like we were talking about with the Italian food, how do we know what Italian food? In Italy, that's Italian food. But this is American-style Italian food, so it was just there, American-style Chinese food. I thought it was clever. Points for innovation. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about with that. No more NPR. Are you?
Can't
okay?
even like distract him.
No more NPR. I know. So what are you going to do when you get back? Are you doing anything special? You can dream of me? No, will you? Yes, of course. I do every night. You're not the first voice I hear in the morning, but you're always the last person I talk to at night. Which is good. No, we don't usually talk in the morning too much. I send you hello every so often, but after you told me the story about, me texting you and then waking up, because I get up at 5:30 in the morning. So I don't want to be like, texting, because when I'm at work, I usually text. But I don't want to, like, start texting at 5 in the morning, like, good morning, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not going to. I want to talk to you all the time, but I think that's a little, I think I'd be stalking you right then. It's probably not a good thing. There are like laws against that. Stalking? I'm sure there's a law for stalking. Like you were gonna stop DiCaprio. Same thing. Nah, tomorrow I think a snowstorm saved him. Maybe another time. I'm so nervous. We have one more. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. I said we had like one more before we got up. I'm very nervous now. I like this style. The architecture of it. I also, well, no, I better leave it alone. Well, also, the ginseng, Cafe Ginseng, Cafe G. Well, I would like you, I mean, eventually, to go and meet up with my family, meet my mother and father and everybody. And like I was gonna bring it up because I don't want you to be like, and my family does, I don't want you to be like worried about that. I just want you to meet them because they know about you. And I didn't want you to feel bad, so that's why I stopped. That's why I was not gonna go and say anything because I know. Yeah. But maybe come up to Peekskill and meet. Or maybe I can get old Marva to come down to the city and we can all do something, like go out to lunch or something. No, you're an important person in my life and she is too, so I want you all to know. That's Obama. I'm just thinking. I mean, that's a pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Yeah. Well, I'm saying that's pretty good. That's a pretty good endorsement. I'm pretty sure President Obama not worried about his picture on that Mr. Pan's place. I can never figure out where that place is. I walked past it with this. It's on the second floor. It's on the second floor. But I'm just saying, I always see the sign.
Inside of the shop.
That's a very bad type of restaurant. I see the sign too. That's very bad. Maybe if you had the first floor, maybe second floor might work, but second floor, yeah. I don't know, because I mean you have to get the customer up there. And that's not the least. Right. Because they don't know where it is. How are they gonna go and Okay. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. Somebody left something on top. I guess. It's around here though, somewhere. Okay. 12 hours? Oh, 12 hours, okay. What? $12. 7 hours. That's crazy. How can you go and make any profit that way? True. Okay. I see. So the $12 to draw you in, or at least just occupy and use. And then after, during peak hours, you bring your own food. Well, the drinks are going to make more money anyway, from like alcohol and whatnot. That's interesting. That's very interesting. How are they? I mean, do you think they're making money or they're just breaking even? Nothing. Gotcha. Yeah. I have to admit, I don't think I've ever karaoke'd during light time, ever. Yeah, it's all, no, light. Like if there's light out, I don't think I've ever, no, never. Yeah, all of it's been at night. Yeah, because usually you're there, you're socializing, drinking. Like I can't, I had a couple drinks, I can't karaoke for anything. I'm like the drunk singer, the drunk bar singer. Oh, yeah, that is pretty scary. I can do. I'm just saying. Oh, not hard. Well, this is so cool that I was able to go and hang out with you like all day, most of the day. No, I'm good. I'm glad we could. And plus I could see you again Saturday. Nice. If I only would have messed up on Monday, I could have saw you Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. That would have been like almost perfect. But we were busy tonight, come to think about it. The burger, the cafe, walking and talking, and then the Italian place, which I still don't know the name of, but Italy. Eatery? Oh, Italy. Italy and eat. Oh, eatery. Okay. Huh. Almost sure. Yeah, I've heard of eatery before. But I didn't think about it in the context of that, so it works for me. I'll have to go back again. Well, we'll go back together. Maybe have some dinner or lunch or whatever. Or maybe Valentine's Day. I know you said it was going to be packed, but you know what? I'm pretty damn lucky. I am. Damn lucky. I met you. I'll kick them out. I don't care. As long as we have our table. The hell with them. You're my girl, so they aren't. They're move out. No. Stop drinking the wine. I said get out now. No, I think we just have to go down and just, you know, let the just-in-time luck kick in, as usual. I will have to look it up on the internet, though. Just so I mean, we went through so fast, but I want to look it up and know a little bit more. And you did a very good job, tour guide, but just so it sticks in my brain. Even thinking about it, that's kind of what, well, no, not kind of what. The one place over in Koreatown, the cafe, food court. That's kind of what they were doing. Look now. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because every restaurant's different. But all the single sing.
And all the single money goes to the same person.
And
Goes to the one company.
true. That's always good too. But the person making out at the cafe is the person that owns the building, I would imagine. Because the landlord probably has something that's running there. I thought that was a very clever idea. The eatery is also a very good idea too. Okay. You were just looking just to see what I was doing, make sure I wasn't being evil. See, you looked at me there. I didn't kiss you. You're too kissable, that's why. I was like, wow, I really want to take a bike taxi during the winter. Really. Not on top of my list. Not on the bottom of my list. Yeah. I've been in here one time. I was doing some kind of report on this one. But I've been in that one a couple of times. I like the New York Public Library one. Yeah, the main one's nice. Especially on the artwork and the statue. Yes. I was dumb because there was one time they had like lunch carts from like the 1920s. I wanted to see it, but I forgot about it. It was like over the summer. But I wanted to go in and see the display of it. It just sounded to look interesting. But I went in, and I think it was around Halloween, a year ago. And they had like all these like Halloween books and whatnot. It was interesting. You just think, oh, this library, but I mean, they had the Wi-Fi and all that. But they had the displays and all that too, which is good. You need that. I mean, it's telling the culture of New York. Why we fight? Because we can. No. What does that say? Remembering needs active? Yes. Okay. That's interesting. I think we're good. This place always has people in it. This place right here always has people in it. Plus the artwork always changes up on the floor. The artwork, this artwork, it always changes. Every couple of months or something like that. People just kind of walk, you know. You should be walking on the right side, but people walk where the hell they want. That's what you thought. Oh. Oh.
So it's the way there, my side, I didn't go on this side. I just come up
Okay.
here,
On the right side. That's it. Well, no. Some people do. Some people do not. And they aren't Thai. They aren't Thai. The ones that walk on the right side. On the left side. Unless they were black Thai, or they were Hispanic Thai, or they were black Thai. I'm just saying. Black Thai. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This place has very good brownies, but they're way too expensive. Remember those people? You're just thinking about it. Saturday? Yeah. Let's check it out. Oh. He is mad. He should have been. He should have been. And those people, they were either drunk or they were, they're just being rude. Really? I thought they were drunk, and he was like, "Get out." That's what I thought, but I could be wrong. I didn't have a true chance to go and observe that, but that's what I thought. But he was, it's his restaurant. Well, not his specifically. Like he doesn't own the McDonald Corporation, but he is in charge. He's an agent of McDonald's. You know what Franklin was telling me? We were over there and we were talking about the entrepreneurial project. And he said that I'm very well spoken. That's what he said. That was like one of his things. He couldn't think of anything bad to go and say. So he was over there talking to me about like the good things. He's like, "You're very anal." And I was like, I don't think Kit like want to hear that. But he meant it from like, you like to pay attention to some details, like in work. And then he's like, he doesn't, he was like, you're a planner. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, you think in the future. I said, strategic plan. He's like, yeah. And then we were saying something else. But the anal one got me. I was like, I don't go that way, but, I was very surprised. I'm glad. I'm glad that was over. That could have been painful going anal. I'm just saying. You ever been up in the Chrysler building? Can you go up to the Chrysler building? I've never been. I've always been by. No, I know you. It's just on the other side. I've been in front of it like dozens of times. I've never been in it. Oh, the King 47. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's cool. I'll catch the 947. 947. I think I can, because it's like it's like almost 29 minutes. It might be open, maybe not. Track 34, because they're usually 30 minutes before they open up. Whoops, sorry.
So,
You trying to get rid of me? I think you are. No, they open up the door a half hour before. Usually. I'm just checking. I wanted to know. I put the feeler to see what you were doing. See, I mean, your arm's already off. Huh? Okay. I'll go with that one. Let me just walk by. You know, our line is so blown, though, that you can enter from the other side. You can enter from the other side. The secret passage, even though it's not really secret. Even though it's not. Well, it looks like I'm walking you over to... It's not here yet. It's going to be right here. Maybe. No. That's going to Kroger. That's a long trip for me. I want to take this one. Yeah, 34. No, it's not. It's not there. That's what it means.
yeah.
But it's right there, but it's not. No, but I'm just saying it's not like there. Oh, it is there. Okay. Yeah, I want to walk in. I have a lot of time. And it's not going until 9:46. What? No. I'm worried because I want to make sure I get back before the snow hits. It will hit at 3 a.m., like you said. Just my luck, though. I'm in like early or something.
This entire building was built by the family.
That'll be all right. I'm pretty sure. I'm a survivor. Blah, 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 blah. You want my train schedule? Would that be helpful? You are very efficient. Like, I have something, and then bam, you have something. Usually you're faster than I have it. That's a good compliment. That's not bad. Oh, it's good. You keep me on my toes, on my heels, on my feet.